My name's Glenn, and I'm an alcoholic. You could be getting sober faster, but you might be going about it all wrong. Let me explain. A lot of people in recovery, especially in 12-step or faith-based programs, they believe that a spiritual experience or spiritual awakening is essential for long-term sobriety. But is it really? Well, we'll be going back to that in just a minute. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to share the message that I got during one of the lowest points of my life and how it changed everything and how you might learn to listen for your own message of hope and strength. So buckle up. Here we go. But before I get into that, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. And I'm not a pastor. I'm a guy who drank for 40 years and has been sober for over 5,000 days now. Keep in mind that what I'm sharing is just my opinion and experience. Yours is probably different. I'm going to talk about God and how my life was changed forever. Now, please don't let the God word scare you away. I happen to be a Christian. I believe in God and Jesus Christ. But if you don't, that's okay. I'm not here to convert you. I'm just here to tell you what it was like for me to escape my addiction, what happened, and how I got out of it. You can believe whatever or whoever, or is that whomever? Whatever. Whatever works for you. One of my friends said that he believed in his wife. He wanted to make sure that he stayed sober so he could stay with his wife. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Now, everybody's journey is different. And if I can help you even a little, then I've done my job. Now, here's a moment of truth, and I'm not ashamed to admit. Not long ago, my addiction, alcohol, was my God. Sound familiar? So what's this video really all about? Well, it's about the message that I heard, and how that message, I call it a spiritual experience, changed my life. And I'm going to share the details of that experience. I do want to make something very clear. I know not everyone in recovery agrees that you have to have a spiritual experience to get sober. And that's okay. There are recovery programs like Smart Recovery, Life Ring, or CBT that don't require a belief in God or a spiritual awakening. Some people get and stay sober through therapy, medication, community support, or a change in lifestyle. But this experience, it's mine and only mine. And this is the first time I'll be sharing this part of my story on YouTube. Let's turn back the hands of time. This is how one of the most powerful events in my life happened. I was trying to get sober for the 117th time after a relapse. This time around, I'd been without a drink for about a week. My anxiety, totally out of control, off the charts. I'm talking racing thoughts, heart palpitations, and just couldn't sit still. Have you ever felt that way? It's awful. I'd have to go out for a drive just to calm my mind, focusing on driving instead of that battle going on in my head. The alcoholic brain telling me that maybe I should go out and have a drink just to take the edge off. Yeah, just one, just have one. Yeah, right. Then the sane brain would say, "Are you crazy? You know what'll happen. You'll have 10, not one. Stop and think." It was that fight every single day until one day in June. It was the week after Father's Day, and my Father's Day experience is for another time. I took a drive to ease my anxiety. Heading down the road, came to a stoplight, and while I was waiting for the light to change, something happened. The radio was off, the windows were up, and out of nowhere, I heard a voice. Now, hang on. I know what you're thinking. No, I wasn't on any medication, and I'd never heard voices before. Nothing like that had ever happened to me. And I was really in a state of shock, almost panic. I wasn't talking to myself. No, it was entirely different. It came from inside me, but it wasn't me. The voice was gentle, nothing dramatic like you'd see in a movie. It was really very calm and loving. And what was said to me was nothing I had ever heard before. And I'm sorry to say I haven't heard since. The voice said, "I will give you what you need." That's it. That's all. The message ended. Nothing else. Being a Christian and a believer, there was only one way that I could have heard that message, and that was directly from God. And I believe with all my heart and soul that at that moment God spoke to me. And you probably thought I was going to share some long parable from the Bible or something similar. No, it was so simple, yet it was so powerful. And the lasting impact it had on me was truly a miracle. And here's the really strange part. Keep in mind, the reason I was out there driving in the first place was that my anxiety was off the charts. But something incredible happened as soon as I heard the voice. The anxiety stopped instantly. It disappeared. The heart palpitations stopped. My craving for alcohol or any thought of alcohol was gone. Instantly. I mean, instantly. Now, I was somewhere between shock and amazement, so I turned the car around and I headed back home. I was a different person. I had changed. Now, I didn't tell anyone right away because honestly, I was afraid my family would think I'd lost it. But when I finally did share it, I was surprised. People got it, especially those in recovery. I've been sober now for over 5,000 days, and God has given me all that I need and more. So that's my spiritual experience. That's it for me. The message that changed my life, saved my life. Several years went by and I came across a Bible verse, and it was almost word for word what I had heard. From the 2 Corinthians 9:8 in the New Living Translation Bible, it says, "And God will generously provide all you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others." Wow. Now tell me that's not wild. To quote the late Joe McCoy of Joe and Charlie fame, is that odd or is that God? I know my answer, but I'll let you decide. Can a similar spiritual experience happen to you? Well, in a word, yes, absolutely. Will it look the same as mine? Probably not, but it could. When you least expect it. But when you least expect it, if your heart's open, it can happen. Expect the unexpected. So what can you do in the meantime? What can you do today to get one step closer to sobriety? To save your life? To have your own life-changing experience? Well, here's a start. Put the drink or drug down just for today. By the way, that's a great book from NA. Look into recovery options. There's something out there that fits you. Take a few minutes to sit still. Be quiet. Pray. Reflect. Meditate. Write it out. Whatever helps you slow down and hear what's already inside you. Think about the rewards of getting sober, of being sober. Yeah, they're out there. And when you're alone, take some time to consider the possibilities of a better life and say a prayer. You don't even have to say it out loud. I still pray quietly to myself. But after my experience, my prayers changed from help me prayers to gratitude prayers. Colossians 4:2 says, "Keep praying and don't give up. Be thankful when you pray." Do prayers work? Well, if you don't pray, you'll never know. And if you do pray, well, I can promise you'll find out. And when God shows up, you'll know it. It's worth a try. You can do it, and you're not alone. Everyone here is with you, and I believe God is with you too, always. This was the story of my spiritual experience, but in the end, really, it doesn't matter how you get to sobriety. Just get there and stay there. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you'd like more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It'll help me make more videos for you. God bless you. God bless our veterans. And remember, somebody out there loves you.